Hey everybody, it's Norm from Tested. I'm here at CES 2017, about to enter the HTC booth to try out some new Vive accessories, virtual reality accessories. And the one I'm most excited about may be TPCast, which is a wireless adapter for the HTC Vive, so you don't have to plug in power, HDMI, or USB directly into your computer. You can have that all wirelessly. Untethered VR. So check out a demo, chat with one of the founders of TPCast, and give you some impressions. David, you're the co-founder of TPCast, and you guys have an accessory, a wireless accessory for the Vive that lets you disconnect completely the headset.
Yes.
Now tell me, how does it work?
It has three parts. There is a transmitter over there, you can see it. And here on the top of your head, there is a receiver. And also you will have a battery package you can put in your pocket. Yes.
So those three important components. Let's talk about transmission and receiving first. Video comes over HDMI to the Vive, so you want the image quality at that 90 hertz frame rate, plus it needs to be at low latency. So is this a compressed signal? Is this what is being processed and what is being sent?
Actually, we send the original signal very quickly. It's called our secret technology. It is called TPCast 2.0. Yes, actually, TPCast is a wireless display company for about many years. We have developed a lot of wireless devices before, like wireless TV module, wireless monitor module, and wireless module for cars.
Is this a certain frequency? Is it in the 5 gigahertz spectrum? Like, can you share any of how much bandwidth you're sending over?
The bandwidth is much larger than 5 gigahertz bandwidth. Yes, it's almost 10 times than 5 gigahertz.
Now, in terms of latency, what is your target for the responsiveness since it's a wireless connection? What are you aiming for?
Yeah, the latency right now is less than 2 milliseconds. Yeah, on theory, it's only 1 millisecond actually.
And I imagine a lot of that is because you have a direct line of sight. You can't have anything blocking the signal, and that's why you have the transmitter mounted so high, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
So if there happens to be, like we have open space here, so in a normal user's house, if I put a transmitter there and something like blocks it for a second, does the signal lose completely, or do you have algorithms to help it repair, and what is the experience like if you have interruption?
Actually, our product is very robust. So if you just wave your hand like this, it won't happen anything. You just use it as normal. Yeah.
And then there's signal that needs to also be sent back to the system because of the Vive, because there's motion, there's positional tracking information, input information. How is that sent back to the PC?
Yeah, good question. That's our patent technology. Actually, the TPCast is a bidirectional wireless video and feedback control transmission protocol. So the feedback control signal is also included in our TPCast 2.0 protocol for VR controllers.
How much bandwidth is that compared to like a USB signal? Can it max out a USB 3 signal?
So right now we are supporting USB 2.0, and USB 3.0 is under developing.
So in the future product, but you don't need more than USB 2.0 data for the signal you're sending back from the headset.
Right now, it's enough.
Great. And then the battery pack. So when I was using the demo, you have the battery pack attaches to a pocket or a belt. How much battery life is that supposed to provide?
The product we are shipping, the battery we are shipping with our product will be 2 hours version. Yes. And we also have a XL version. It can last about 5 hours also.
And is that something that's easy to replace and swap out? You can just disconnect and plug back in?
Yes, definitely.
And then what weight is the whole unit with the receiver and the battery? How much weight does that add to the whole headset?
For the receiver is 86 grams. 86 grams. But since we put it on your head and you barely can sense it.
Right. It sits right on top of your head. It's like wearing a heavy baseball cap. Right. And then connectivity, your transmitter, which is, I assume, bundled with the whole thing, that's going to just plug into HDMI and power and USB into your computer?
The transmitter is connected to the PC only for HDMI.
HDMI and no, USB as well?
It's through another dongle.
Ah, another dongle. Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, David. And when are you shipping the TPCast system?
We are going to ship TPCast wireless upgrade kit for Vive in Q2 this year in US market, and we will ship it in China market in Q1 this year.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. It's great to meet you. Okay, wow. I don't know if you could tell from that interview, but I was pretty skeptical about the capabilities of the TPCast system as I was interviewing David. But after running through their demo, which is a shooter and also using another Vive accessory with the new Vive tracker, the experience is, at least in my playtime, indistinguishable from the tethered experience. Now, it wasn't a game that required instant reflexes, but just moving my head around, moving the controllers around, I couldn't detect any latency. And ergonomically, the battery, yes, a little heavy, and they didn't have it perfect. I had it in my back pocket. Ideally, it would be strapped to maybe a belt or maybe to some pouch somewhere. But the actual receiver and transmitter itself that fit on top of the Vive headset, not noticeable at all, very, very lightweight. And I also tried to interrupt the signal because there's one transmitter that fits high up. They had it up high up, about maybe 10 feet high up in the room. I tried waving my hand between the signal. Nothing happened. Nothing interrupted the video signal or the tracking signal. It wasn't until I cupped the entire TPCast system on top of my head that the motion tracking and the image would freeze up on screen and I would lose motion tracking and I wouldn't get any new visuals. But that was a rare case, and I was also told that the transmitter they have in the top corner bounces the signal around the walls of your room. So it's actually bouncing and hitting all sides. One thing I did notice actually touching their unit is that it got a little hot, the battery was warm, and the headset unit was hot. But because this TPCast will also work with the new Vive Deluxe audio accessory, which has the rigid strap, that may insulate you a little bit from that heat. We didn't get to play it for the full 2 hours. I'd love to run a full battery rundown test, see what the XL battery performance is like. It's going to ship later this year, Q2, but it's one of the things that I definitely need for my HTC Vive system. We'll have a lot more VR coverage, of course, more testing in the future, but thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.